to you from Lancaster, Virginia, the latest news and recaps in the world of professional wrestling. Welcome to the Wrestling Artistry Podcast. And now, here's your host, Andre Smith.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a test experiment, if you will. This is the first time I ever went live on YouTube. So welcome to the Wrestling Artistry Podcast, live stream version. I'm your host, Andre Smith, and I'm just going to make this short and sweet. Since this is a test run, I'm just going to go over a little bit of a bit of wrestling history here. This day in 1996, WCW World Championship Wrestling's Fall Brawl took place in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The reason I bring up this particular event is on this day in a War Games match, the NWO, the New World Order, consisting of Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and the NWO Sting, defeated Lex Luger, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and the real Sting. This had first of all, the victory took place when the NWO Sting forced Luger to submit to the Scorpion Deathlock. Going into, and this is a quote courtesy of PW Insider. Going into the match, Luger, Flair, and Anderson accused Sting of being a traitor since they believed that Sting, who was actually the NWO Sting, had been with the NWO in a limo. When War Games took place, Sting came out, cleaned house on the NWO, who were winning the match, by the way, but then walked out on his partner since they hadn't believed him. Left with a 4-on-3 advantage, the NWO dominated, with NWO Sting forcing Lex Luger to submit to a Scorpion Deathlock. Randy Savage ran out and attacked Hulk Hogan, but he was beaten down and spray painted, as was Miss Elizabeth by the NWO. The babyfaces not believing Sting and Sting's subsequent walkout was the beginning of his metamorphosis into the Crow character he would use for the remainder of his career. The next night on Nitro, he did an interview, his last spoken words for months, proclaiming himself a free agent. Then began his practice of watching his shows from the Raptors, starting the long build to his eventual showdown with Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I thought it was wild that, Sting transformed into that Crow character, and I used to trip out whenever, Sting would come down the rafters and start cleaning house NWO a lot and everything. And finally they had the match, I believe it was Starrcade, like over a year, almost a year and a half later. It was some crazy amount of time. And well, from what I read somewhere, it seemed like there was a botch in that match in which I believe the referee was Nate Patrick. He was supposed to just count to 2 or whatever, and then Sting was to kick out, but he counted straight to 3, and apparently Hogan beat him, but then Bret Hart stopped him, and he punched the referee and everything, and, the rest was history. Sting ended up beating Hogan, and one of those memorable things, save for the apparent botched ending. But yeah, I figured I'd just share that little quick tidbit of wrestling history with y'all. And maybe I'll try doing this sort of format going forward. Have any questions, just let me know. Follow me on Facebook at Wrestling Artistry, and if you like what you see, hit the like button on that. On my channel, and hit the subscribe button. And I believe that'll be it for now. And until then, fans, so long for now.